Okay, if there is a historical Moses, where is this guy? I mean, where was he buried?
Religious leaders are not happy about what was just uncovered. A hidden chamber, a sealed object, and symbols that seem older than the time of Moses have sparked a wave of fear across several faiths. The discovery was supposed to remain secret, but parts of the data leaked within hours, and what it suggests is already causing arguments online. For thousands of years, people believed Moses' burial place was lost forever. The Bible says God himself buried him. The Quran says people never found his grave. And every major tradition agreed on one point: human hands were not meant to uncover it. But now, deep beneath the rocky ridge near Mount Nebo, scanners have detected something no one expected. Something shaped like a chamber sealed with incredible precision. And the strange readings coming from inside? They raise one chilling question. What exactly is waiting down there? The strange signal beneath the ridge wasn't a random blip. It repeated, steady, clear, and unmistakably structured. The geology of Mount Nebo shouldn't produce anything like it. The area is mostly limestone and sandstone, with no natural formations that could echo a pattern this precise. That alone caught the team's attention. But what made them freeze was the location. According to ancient writings, Moses climbed a high mountain to look over the Promised Land before he died. Many traditions point to this exact region as the place where he vanished. No grave was ever marked, no shrine was ever built. Every faith warned the same thing: do not disturb this ground. Yet the scan revealed a void almost perfectly rectangular, buried deeper than any known tomb from the same era. It was narrow but long, like a chamber made with purpose, not by nature. And around it were faint lines that looked like carved boundaries. Local officials quietly tried to block the team from returning the next day, not because the chamber was dangerous, but because of what might be inside it. To understand why this discovery is so shocking, we have to look at the story of Moses through history and why his burial place became one of the greatest mysteries in religious tradition. Moses is one of the few figures honored by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. He led the Israelites out of Egypt, split the Red Sea, received the Ten Commandments, and guided an entire nation through the wilderness. But his death is even more mysterious than his life. According to the book of Deuteronomy, Moses climbed Mount Nebo, looked across the land, and then died there. But the text adds a detail that still puzzles scholars. He was buried, but no one knows where his grave is. In Jewish tradition, the location was hidden to prevent it from becoming a shrine. Christian sources echo the same claim. And in Islam, Moses' tomb is described as a place unknown to mankind. For centuries, this mystery protected the site from explorers, treasure hunters, and archaeologists. Every attempt to locate Moses' tomb ended with nothing but theories. But the newly found chamber sits dangerously close to the region ancient sources mention, close enough that it can't be ignored. And when the team compared the scan data to old maps and writings, something even stranger emerged, a detail that didn't match any known explanation. The chamber isn't just a mystery, it's a lightning rod for controversy. For centuries, Mount Nebo and nearby sites have been claimed by multiple religious traditions. Jewish scholars accept that Moses' burial is unknown, while Christian pilgrims have long revered the mountaintop. Islamic tradition points to Nabi Musa near the Judean desert as the resting place of Musa. Each claim adds layers of tension and stakes around any discovery. As soon as news of the scan began leaking, debates erupted online and offline. Religious leaders warned of desecration. Archaeologists argued the structure could be a Bronze Age dolmen, unrelated to Moses. Yet local folklore tells of secret chambers hidden by angels, spaces that no mortal should disturb. For the exploration team, this was a minefield. Every decision risked angering one faith or another. And still, the team pushed forward, scanning deeper and documenting anomalies. Then the first unusual detail emerged. The shape of the chamber appeared deliberately aligned with celestial points described in ancient texts, points supposedly connected to divine revelation. If the alignment is real, it could mean this is no ordinary tomb. But as the team prepared to investigate further, sensors picked up a second, hidden chamber, one that had been invisible to every map and record, and this one seemed alive. Armed with ground-penetrating radar, drones, and advanced 3D mapping tools, the team descended into the rocky ridge. Every step was cautious. They knew this was no ordinary archaeological dig. This was a probe into centuries of sacred mystery. The first scans revealed walls carved with precision, unlike anything from the local Bronze Age sites. Fragments of pottery and tools appeared around the chamber, carbon-dated to roughly 3,200 years ago, matching the time Moses would have lived. The team was stunned. Could this be more than coincidence? Could this structure be linked to the biblical prophet himself? As they examined the chamber, one of the sensors suddenly registered a new anomaly, a metallic object encased deep within the stone, reflecting the scanners in a way no natural formation could.
And then came the chilling discovery: inscriptions, faint, nearly eroded, lining the interior walls. They weren't in Hebrew or Aramaic. The markings resembled a cryptic symbolic language unknown to modern scholars. If they were deciphered, the team realized, it could rewrite centuries of religious understanding. But before anyone could get close, a tremor shifted the stone slightly, revealing something moving in the darkness beyond. Working in the chamber was far from simple. The air was thick with dust, and visibility was nearly zero. Strong currents from an underground spring threatened to flood parts of the site. Every step risked dislodging ancient stones that had been in place for over 3 millennia. The team had to proceed slowly. Each layer of sediment was carefully removed, revealing fragments of pottery, tools, and other objects, but nothing definitively linked to Moses. Yet. The technology helped, but it also created new puzzles. 3D mapping showed hidden recesses and tunnels that weren't marked on any historical map. Ground-penetrating radar picked up dense masses inside the walls, masses that seemed unnatural. Then came the moment that froze everyone in their tracks. A piece of stone fell, revealing carvings so precise that some researchers speculated they were not made by human hands alone. Some inscriptions hinted at rituals or practices unseen anywhere else in the region. And one tiny detail suggested the chamber may extend far deeper than their equipment could safely measure, into darkness no human had seen in thousands of years. After weeks of careful excavation, the team finally revealed the chamber's core. At its center lay a massive stone sarcophagus, sealed in a way that defied conventional methods. It was covered with carvings depicting figures that resembled neither Egyptian gods nor common local symbols. Inside, preliminary scans suggested organic remains, but not human remains as expected. The material had a strange density and emitted an unusual signal that did not match anything in the lab's database. But the most disturbing find was not the sarcophagus itself. It was the inscriptions etched along its sides. Symbols suggested warnings, but in a language long forgotten. Some resembled ancient Hebrew. Others hinted at celestial patterns, as if the tomb were linked to cosmic forces rather than just earthly burial rituals. The team's lead archaeologist whispered what no one wanted to hear. This might not be a tomb in the sense we understand. Whoever or whatever was placed here was not meant to be touched. And then a second sarcophagus was detected beneath the first, hidden for millennia, its presence confirmed only by the faintest anomaly on the scanner. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. Religious authorities across the world expressed shock and fear. Some called it sacrilege. Others warned that disturbing the site could bring divine consequences. Pilgrims and scholars alike debated whether the chamber could truly belong to Moses, or if it was something else entirely. The inscriptions alone sparked heated discussions. Could they be warnings left by Moses himself, or by generations before him to protect a secret too dangerous to reveal? Some researchers feared the symbols were not just historical. They might encode knowledge about life, death, and forces beyond human comprehension. Local guides refused to enter, saying the chamber was cursed. And late one night, security cameras caught faint flickers of light inside the chamber, though no one had been there. The team realized they were facing something far greater than archaeology, something that could challenge the beliefs of millions. And yet, deeper secrets were still waiting, hidden in the shadows beyond their reach. The team now faced the hardest challenge, making sense of what they had uncovered. The sarcophagi, the inscriptions, the strange material inside, and the hidden recesses defied conventional interpretation. Some scholars suggested the symbols might be linked to a forgotten sect or secret society. Others proposed they were deliberately coded to conceal sacred knowledge. Fragments of pottery and tools carbon-dated to Moses' era hinted at human activity, but the evidence remained inconclusive. Was this truly Moses' tomb, or a ceremonial site built to honor him in secrecy? Every artifact, every symbol, seemed to push the line between history and legend. And then there was the anomaly detected beneath the main chamber, a hollow space far larger than expected. The scanners suggested an inner chamber, one that contained items so dense they blocked even the most advanced equipment. No one knew what it was, but the team suspected it wasn't just burial goods. And if they were right, what lay in that hidden chamber could rewrite history and perhaps challenge the foundations of faith itself. As the team prepared to explore the hidden chamber beneath the sarcophagus, tension reached its peak. Every light flickered, every scanner beeped. The reading suggested something massive, something ancient, something deliberately concealed. Researchers debated whether to enter. One senior archaeologist hesitated, recalling centuries of warnings and sacred texts. He said, "Some places were never meant for humans to see." But curiosity won. The team moved forward, ropes secured, lights cutting through the dust-filled air. Then, just as they reached the entrance, the scanners registered a pulse, a rhythm like a heartbeat emanating from deep inside the stone. No one could explain it, and as they peered into the darkness, a faint glow appeared, revealing shapes that should not exist, shapes that hinted at knowledge and power beyond comprehension. The team froze, because whatever waited in that hidden chamber wasn't just a relic of Moses' time. It was something alive in memory, guarding a secret that might never be meant for mankind. And the world would never know unless they dared to uncover it.